So, welcome today to this week's Tuesday Talk on Tuesday, the 15th of June, 2021, with Michael Mcewan. I'm Michael.
Hi, Keith. How's it going?
Yeah, good, thank you. You're in a different room today.
No, I'm actually in the same room, but I different setup. I've got two computers on
Right,
the
okay.
desk. So, yeah, you're the first person to notice that, Keith. So well
Really?
done. Yeah.
Same room, different setup.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and a new haircut as well, of course.
Yeah. Well, that's 2 weeks ago, but yeah.
Okay. This is actually this is our last Tuesday talk before we take a little break for summer holidays, Michael. So you have the honor of being the last Tuesday talker.
Yeah.
And today you're going to share some of your other passions with us, aren't you?
Yeah. It's a big summer sport.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to turn my phone down so it doesn't do that all the time. Okay, right. So I'll leave you, and you're going to ask me to share screen at some points as well, aren't you, Michael? So I'm just going to go and I'll see you later on.
Yep. Okay. See ya. Well, hello everyone. Hopefully you're well. As I say, Keith said this is my last Tuesday talk for a wee bit. So you'll be glad that I won't be here every Tuesday. So this month, for the past couple of months, I've been speaking about different issues, and I thought, well, let's speak about sport, because obviously the Euros kicked off last Friday. Wimbledon is going to reappear this year. The Olympics and the Paralympics is going to be happening over in Tokyo. There was a bit of doubt over the Olympics in Tokyo and Paralympics going ahead. They were protesting on the streets, but because they didn't want it because of the coronavirus. But it's going ahead now, so I thought it would be a good place to start, and a good place to start would be the Euro. So if Keith can show the first PowerPoint to give, if that's okay. Okay, so I'm not sure if Keith's still there or else is. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So so I'll just make this up. Just a spreadsheet about the Euros. So the Euro started on Friday. It was actually a bit weird because it actually begins on the 11th of June and it finishes on the 11th of July. I found that a bit spooky, starting on the 11th and finishing on the 11th as well. 24 teams in it this year. I'll just run through the groups. The only teams didn't make the Euros for the home nations was Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland this year. But all the other home nations are there. Starting with Group A, we've got Wales, we've got Switzerland, Turkey, and Italy. Wales got a point on Saturday. They drew against Switzerland, one each. And on the first game on the Friday night, Italy beat Turkey 3-0, and they were looking very impressive as well. Group D, it's got a bit raw and it's got a bit sore because Scotland's there, but they get beat yesterday by Czech Republic by 2-0 at Hampden Park, and England won 1-0 against Croatia at Wembley on Sunday. And if you live in this neck of the woods or down south, it's a big game on Friday night at Wembley because it's Group D. It's Scotland against England, and you would say that must this is a must-win game for Scotland because Scotland's not got any points going into that game. And I thought I would take a few minutes to, and obviously I was going to say the last time Scotland was in the Euros, believe it or not, I was at school Euro '96 as well. So this tournament is going to be played over 11 cities of the world, and I'm happy to say that Hampden has been used for the Scotland games and also some of the Czech Republic games as well. The final of this year's European Championship will be at Wembley, and also the semi-finals will be played at Wembley as well. So when we talk about football, I was trying to tie it in to disability football, and I don't know if you know that there's a lot of opportunities out there for people with a disability to take part in. So obviously that's the Euros. Group A, Wales, Switzerland, Italy and Turkey. Group D, Scotland, England, Czech Republic and Croatia. Scotland's next two games is against England and Croatia to finish the group. And England's next two games is against Scotland and Czech Republic to finish the group as well. So obviously this talk this month is going to be about sport non-stop. So if Keith can pull up the next slide about the Paralympics. Sorry about the I was getting a bit mixed up there, and about the different football associations people can take part in when you have got a learning disability. And this is a website where it's called the Scottish Para Football Association. And when you there's a lot of information on that website, but if that's where Keith's at there now, and maybe just to give you a wee idea, that that's football for autism, wheelchair football, and the Scottish Pan Disability Football League. That was the one I used to play in, because I used to play for a football team a couple of years ago. We've got amputee football, and we've got football memories. Now, if Keith can click in the football memories one, if that's okay, yeah. Now, this is one where people has got a love of the game, or the beautiful game, as I say, but they've got dementia, and they can't remember much. Well, this is like a football league, the Scottish Football Association started a few years ago, and it's to help people's memory as well. So when somebody from the football memories turn up, so they actually show videos and pictures of games years ago to try and hopefully remind people about the games of that. And also they have they have a pie in the Bovril they as well, just to remind people about what it was like when they used to go to football. So again, that's got Football Memories Scotland. So and on that webpage that you'll see different pictures of that as well. If Keith can go back maybe and show us the next one. The next one I was going to show you was amputee football. Yep, and there's a lot of kind of football clubs set up an amputee football team for people that has got amputee. That means from like the knee downwards or the knee upwards, sorry. Packet Thistle has got a team. I'm not sure who else has got a football team, but usually you find most of the professional football team has got a disability team like this. And again, it's just showing you some pictures. And keep us. It's they've got a hashtag on Twitter. Leg off, game on. So yeah, that's right. Apt for for that. So yeah. So if you could go back, Keith, if that's okay. And the next one is go to the Flame football one, Keith, if that's okay. Okay, so this is basically for people again like football that can't walk, that needs a walking frame to do that. So it's again, I think Packet Thistle is leaguing away because I think they scarched up a football team, and they were the first football team in Scotland to be set up. I think it's like 7 sides or 5 sides. So again, there's more information on that website about if you want to get involved in Flem football. Yep. So, and again, if you want to find more information about it, I think all the details are down at the bottom of the page. So if you like to go to the next one, Keith, if the Scottish Football Pan Association. This was set up about 6 or 7 years ago, and I was involved in it. I played for a football team called Gisnock Soccer Centre, where we went to Edinburgh, and we went to Glasgow Green to play our games of football. 7-a-side football where you play against different teams for the different parts. We even played against teams from Inverness as well, so that was nice. And I suppose sport is good for your mental health, and also you could meet new people through football. Well, I'm saying football, it can be any sports as well. So that was good. So yeah, I was involved with Gisnock Soccer Centre for nearly a year, and I played football against other teams from every part of Scotland. What they mean by pan disabilities means every kind of disability that you could think of. It's not one particular disability that they're focusing in on. So that Pan League was for people with all types of ability issues. And they've got a women's football team in it as well, so that's good to see. So it's not the usual boys or men's football, it's women's football as well. So that's it. That's and I should say that all these, if you want more information on that, call Hampden Park, and like the number is at the bottom there, and they will tell you more information about amputee football, football memories, Flame football, or the Pan Football League as well. Also, they've got if Keith can maybe go back if that's okay. And there is power chair football. So that's that one there. And it's for people designed in wheelchairs. Now this game can't go outside. So if Keith can scroll, and it's played by people in electric wheelchairs. And they use like a big massive ball. It's not the usual ball they play with, obviously. So again, you see a big, massive white ball, basically, and they're using the wheelchairs to play football. And I think that on the front of the wheelchair, they've got something to protect them, and obviously to kick the ball with as well. So, and I know a few people that's involved in wheelchair football, the power football, and they say it's very good, very rewarding as well. I think in Scotland at the moment, I think like they've got 3 or 4 football teams, and they meet up on a Sunday. Obviously, not at the moment, but they used to meet up on a Sunday and play against other teams as well. And again, that power wheelchair can only be played inside. It can't be played outside, and it can be played. I think it's played on a smaller court inside instead of the usual 5-a-side park. You use the C inside. So I think that we are just 2 more things to show you on this list. Yep. Okay, so we've got autistic football. That's for people with that's the one that's not working, and that was my fault because I told Keith one of the pages wasn't working as well. The cerebral palsy football team, Keith, if that's okay. Yep. Now, I used to play cerebral palsy football as well. Sorry, was that connected to it, or was that another page? I'm not actually sure. But so cerebral palsy is my disability, and I used to play for Scotland many moons ago now, many years ago, and they were the first disability football team in Scotland played at an international level. So they've been to different countries to represent the country against like say Brazil and Spain and all that. Cerebral palsy is a 7-a-side game. It can be played inside or outside as well. And again, they use half the size of the park as well. And again, it was good for me because it got me exercise. It got me to meet new people as well. But obviously, I'm not involved in football now. As you could tell, I love football. So if you want to get involved in that again, I think the number is at the bottom of the page, or maybe that's at the Scottish Association website as well. I think the mental health football, if you can go back, Keith, if that's okay. And there should be a bit, I think it was at the top. Yeah, that's it there. Yep. So I'm not actually sure about this because it's not so an action, but it's the Scottish Mental Health and Wellbeing Football League, and it's for people with a mental health issue. Again, trying to, maybe if you want to click on that link, Keith, to find out more. It's for people with a mental health issue wants to play football but not had the chance or whatever to participate in. So that's the mental health football, and also that we've got, the only one we haven't covered is deaf football, I think it is. I think it's near that's okay. Yeah, that's it, Keith. Yep. Well done. So it's for people, registered blind, registered deaf, the deaf football. And why I mentioned the word blind there was I was getting mixed up because I was looking I was looking at the website and they haven't got anything for blind football, but I know in England and the Paralympics they've got blind football for people that's totally blind, and what they do is they have like a belt on the ball so that they know so that people knows where to kick the ball and if it's a goal and whatever. And you know, if you saw blind football, it's I would recommend you go and see it actually, because obviously when you're watching the game, the crowd, the fans, has got to be very quiet. And if it's a penalty or free kick, the manager actually like taps the post to say to them what, you know, where to shoot in the goal. So that was so that's very interesting. Now I'm going to move on to speak about the delayed Paralympics. Obviously, the Paralympics and Euros were meant to be last year, but because of COVID, and I was actually thinking about this today because next year will be another big summer of sport, because you'll have the Commonwealth Games and also that you'll have the World Cup as well, and hopefully Scotland qualifies for that. And of course, in the Commonwealth Games, that you've got Team Scotland, so it's a bit different to the Paralympics and the Olympics, where you've got Team GB. On the Commonwealth Games, you've just got Team Scotland, Team England, Team Wales, and I can't remember where the games are taking place. It's somewhere down south, but off the top of my head, I can't remember at the moment. So, if Keith can put up, I've made like a timeline of where the Paralympics was in recent years, and I'll try to get it up here on my computer, just so that I've got it in front of me. So this year's Paralympics is it's usually in September, but because of the delay of the games and all that, it begins on the 24th of August to the 5th of September. And it's good, as I said, it's going to be in Rio this year. A lot of people was like protesting before the games because they didn't want the Paralympics to come to Tokyo because of the coronavirus. So I'm just going to speak to you now about the timeline about the Paralympics. So I don't know if Keith's going to bring up our timeline and stuff. So I was doing a bit of research about the Paralympics. And the Paralympics, believe it or not, started in, I'm just going to, yep. Okay, so the Paralympics actually started in 1960 in Rome in Italy. And when I was going through the research for the games, it's a big difference because the first games, 400 athletes from around the world competed from 23 countries. But as you can see, when it goes on, and it brings you right up to date, but it goes on to, you know, as I say, 1960 in Rome, and then obviously the Paralympics is going to be in Tokyo, but it's not the first time it's been in Tokyo. It was in Tokyo in 1964. I wasn't about then, as you could imagine. So, as I say, Tokyo is Tokyo's the second time where the games would be, and then if I could skip on to other countries, the game was held in Toronto, New York, Seoul, Barcelona, Athens, Sydney. Yep. So it's been about for a wee while, and it's been to a lot of kind of like different countries as well. So at these games in Tokyo, there's going to be about 379 athletes from 21 countries. The sports, the sports are, there's a whole lot of different sports, in the games this year. The team has not been announced yet for Team GB, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks you'll see in social media that the team will be announced from Team GB as well. So that was like, so if I can take you back to the kind of like timetable, and when I was filling in the blanks at the side there, sorry, you see some differences between the Paralympics, for instance, on 1984, the game was in New York, and that was the first coverage of the games in New York. In the past, and the likes of the BBC, Dutch TV, German TV, Swedish TV covered it. But I think the big thing for me was, London 2012. The 2012 in London at these games, more broadcasting than ever before covered the games. Pictures were going around the world to 100 different countries, and reaching an audience of 3.8 billion people. And I suppose that was good to see from a disability point of view. And I think when we speak about the Paralympics, I always refer back to that, because that was the first coverage of the Paralympics to be live on Channel 4, and out of that you get kind of like household names now on programs, and I suppose it helps knocking down the barriers towards people with a disability, and also raising awareness of disability as well. So that was good to see. Obviously, after that, on 2016, we had Rio, and obviously, we 2020 is 2020 was the year of Tokyo, but now, because we're into 2021, it's the same as the Euros. If you're watching the football on the telly, usually they say that the 2020 Euros, but obviously, why they said the 2020 was because of the mega advertising merchandise and all that up for the games, and that's the same as Tokyo as well. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to see these games. As I said, they begin on the 24th of April, 24th of August, sorry, to the 5th of September, and hopefully there'll be some household names coming out the games. And then, it's never too late to be, there's never too late if you want to be involved in the Paralympics, because the sports out there, especially when I was speaking about disability football, there's all types of different disability football, from cerebral palsy football to amputee football to power chair football as well, and there's other opportunities as well. and also there's a famous running club in Glasgow called Rig Scar Running Club, and I used to be in that years ago as well. I used to go in for running competitions as well. So hopefully that's covered everything. I know that I've missed tennis and all that, but I'm glad to see that Wimbledon's coming back this year because it was off last year because, well, nothing was on last year. But I think I heard this morning that there's some fans coming back to that as well. So that would be good to see. I enjoy Wimbledon as well. So that's the sum of sport coverage, I think, in half an hour.
And yeah, Michael, the final, and I think that one of the other days is like a full capacity one because they're using it as a test event at Wimbledon.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, on the finals on the last weekend, they're going to have the full crowds there, so that'll be really. I'm sure it'll feel really strange, but it's going to be a test event where everybody will need to be tested and so on before they go in. So
yeah, it's a bit like that at the football as well. The fans are back in, but I don't know about your case, but because of the football's getting played in 11 cities now, people, the people's governments must be, the splitting or the splitting people. Because the other night when I was watching the Holland game, and that was like 50,000. I was at that game. So
was it? Oh, right, wow.
Yeah, so it must be different in parts of the world.
Yeah, well, maybe they're using that as a test event for future games as well, or future football games and so on. Yeah. So thank you who do you fancy for winning? Sorry, did I cut out there?
Yeah.
I was just saying, who do you fancy for winning this time?
I'm going for Belgium.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What about you, Keith?
I don't know. I mean, I thought Italy were very good, weren't they? So maybe.
Yeah, they were good. Yeah, I enjoyed the car coming onto the park before the game.
Okay.
That was funny.
I think you got France, Germany, haven't we, tonight?
Yeah, that should be a good game. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Okay. My only other bit is Czech. You know the Czech Republic.
Yeah.
What do you know the other name for the Czech Republic? It's also known as? It's a very interesting one. This one for me, anyway. It's not a joke. It's not one of my jokes either.
But they used to be called something else, but I can't remember.
Yeah. Anyway, well, they were obviously the Czech Republic were part of Czechoslovakia before they split to be the Czech Republic.
Yeah.
But now they've got a less formal name, so they call themselves Czechia as well. Czechia, also known as, or is it the Czech Republic, also known as Czechia? So it's like when you used to have East Germany, it was the German Democratic Republic, also known as East Germany. Sorry, I'm giving far too much detail, but anyway, Czechia is also the name for the Czech Republic. So
that's good.
Yeah,
I've never heard them getting called that now, Keith. So I'll look at that's a bit like West German as well, I suppose.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we could. I mean, sure, we could keep going, but that's that's the Thanks for, as we say, we're taking a short break from Tuesday Talks for a while. If anybody's got any, we're really keen to get people's ideas about future online activity, and we're going to have more of a talk about that on Webinar Wednesday in a couple of weeks' time. But if anybody's got any thoughts, ideas about what they'd like to see as online activity, please get in touch with us. And you're back on another live stream tomorrow, aren't you, Michael, when we're talking about media representation?
Yeah, I'm joining you and Alaska and Danielle on Webinar Wednesday, so that'll be fun.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. See you soon.
Okay, bye.